Hello everybody, I never heard of me. My name is going to be Huzlik, and this is going to be my Jaina build in Heroes of the Storm. What's this all about? Well, I'm going to start something on YouTube, and I have no 100% sure idea what I'm going to do. So this is going to be my first official video that I'm going to be pulling off. So, this is obviously Heroes of the Storm. We're heading to Blackheart's Bay, and I've been playing Jaina Proudmore in this game for a while, and I figured to show you a build that I seem to fit really well. I believe it's a all-round build that is just super good, that focus on a lot of area of control, but you can still pull out a lot of sustained damage with your Frostbolt and your Blizzard and all that. Those two are the kind of the main big ones. And you also make it really good for kiting. It's pretty good at 1v1. So the first thing I'm going to pick up is Deep Chill. Increases the slow speed from 25 to 35.
Alright with me.
And let's see. One of the first things that I always do on this map is that everybody goes for the watchtowers. It's always good to have at least one person go down so you have all that experience soaked. I didn't find this objective useful at all during the early game, but it's always good to have at least one person go down so you at least start soaking up all that experience. Now, just so you guys know, the reason I'm doing this is actually more of a quality test of like my microphone and my keyboard, because the biggest thing so basically the long idea of it is that Blizzard's going to do a lot of damage in the long run, but at least I can still do some persistent damage with Frostbolt. Oh, this may not be good. Throw with that Frost of Resilience. Can I get that kill? There's the first blood! And I have to get out of here. Follow that Volstad. First blood is not that big of a boost, surprisingly, in this game. Yes, getting team kills, like getting team wipes, is much of a bigger deal. I'm gonna grab the health pack before I come for this. But I'm gonna still remain safe. Now, Thrall's gonna... And this Sergeant Hammer's gonna give me a hand. There's the first coin, Sergeant Hammer's got it. So I'm gonna do a bit of zoning here. Just auto attack Thrall away from the corner. Oops. And the Volstad's near dead. There goes the Volstad. I'm going to quickly get these coins.
Excellent.
And I can't believe those Thrall and Stitches didn't go for those coins when they dropped. That was very successful. And I think we got the first 10 coins, I believe. Which would... Oh, there's the Sonya. Just focus it down. That'll be super easy. She just wanted to slow us down. But Sonya, she's a warrior, so in this game they're considered like tanks. But she's like the squishiest tank in the game. But she does, out of all the tanks, she does the most damage. And go away, random pop-up. So, get out of that. So the next big talent choice is obviously the Snowstorm. Increases the radius of your Blizzard. So, but the biggest thing is most of your talents are going to go into your Blizzard. But you only have one that's going to go into Frostbolt. But it's the most important Frostbolt talent in my opinion. Which just gives you so much more pressure when it comes to, say, the big team fights and all that. If this Sonya goes in, gonna defend these Sea Giants. That was a terrible hit by me, by the way. Now the biggest problem with this build is actually mana. The reason for that is because with the Frostbolt build, especially when you go into this... Oop, that's no good. I'll say something in a second. I'm gonna hand in this coin, then look, this Volstad wants to hand in something, but I don't think I can take him on with this low health. And I do have some mana now, but that ain't gonna help. So, gonna hand him real quick. See what's happening down here. They're still down there fighting. Even though we're kind of a level ahead, but it's not that big of a deal. Hand my 1 coin in. B. Now the thing with this game is when you go back to your base, you get 500 health instantly, and I'm not sure, I think it's like 250 mana instantly when you B. So I'm not sure the most optimal way of being it, of like, say how far away you are. This is the big one. A lot of people go for the frostbitten, which increases the damage. Yes, the damage is nice, but I don't think that damage is significant enough. So what that allows me to do is just constantly keep the pressure down. And also keep that slow going, which is always nice. The mouth-viewing in this is always nice to keep. In this game, for Jaina especially, with the mana. Don't want to walk in that passive of his. Now we got some coins to hand in, so I'm going to help these guard them. We're up to 3, we'll soon 4, so it'll be kind of equal. But we already got 1 hand in done. I'm going to see if we can take out the siege cannon, and I'll show you kind of the idea of this build. So, you've still got plenty of AO effect damage. But, see, if you see that my Q, my Frostbolt, still has the ability to hit them. So, I can still actually lay down damage when my Blizzard and my Frostbolt are on my Blizzard and my Cone of Cold are still on cooldown. So when you use all your abilities, because Frostbolt normally has a 5-second cooldown, at least you're still relevant in the fight. You can still be in the fight. Lays down some damage. And look, I can throw down another Frostbolt, even though I hit a tree in, which was silly of me. Stitch's got hooked, which is kind of okay, because he kind of wants to be in the middle of stuff anyway. But I don't want to be. Stitch is still on cooldown. As I see, I can still put stuff into the fight, even when my Cone of Cold and my Blizzard are on cooldown. I can still keep opponents slowed. I can still do a nice amount of damage.
Sounds interesting.
So now we're up to 9. So we just need our 10. This will be perfect. I'll pick these coins up and hand them in for round number 2 of hand-in. And we're going to have an advantage because we already killed the keep down here. So that means we need less bullets to get it. Now the reason why I get Frost Elemental is that at least Frost Elemental is guaranteed consistent damage. I like Ring of Frost. In my opinion, you need kind of a coordinated team to pull it off. That was probably a waste of an ultimate. But it's also surprisingly really good for pushing down towers. So yeah, I'll help them with this. I'm going to preserve my mana, so I'm just going to auto attack. Because with this build, the biggest problem with this build is mana concentration. I mean, pretty much just making sure you're not stupid with your mana. I'm going to body block this throw. And we are kind of smashing this game anyway, because we are level 12, they just hit level 10. It's a huge advantage. One of the biggest tips I can give in this game is to not face a team that is level 10 or 12 or 20 when you're behind. When you're behind a level or even 2. It's a huge disadvantage. Because, well, we have ultimates, they don't. We have more tools and we can just simply output more damage. So it looks like they want to go for the Volstad, which is not a bad idea. Volstad is kind of a, well, quite a hard target to catch sometimes. That's all though good. I'm going to help this Sergeant Hammer. I suggest we go for this. Now, level 13, this is kind of when it gets situational, but I'm feeling pretty good here. Siege giant is immune to slow, so as you can see there. I'm just going to auto attack this because I want to preserve my mana. I'll throw spells in every now and then to speed up the kill. They know we're here. Let's see, what is this? 07. Wow, okay, yeah. That Sonya, I'm gonna guess that Sonya just purchased the, that Sonya just picked up the Founders Pack and doesn't quite fully understand that Sonya's not actually kind of a proper tank. She's too squishy for a tank. And I don't want to be anywhere near that Sonya. That was a great grab. Now that's going to keep the full stat slowed, and I can still stay on top of him.
Hope you're in the mood for some treasure, matey. That one's not getting up.
Nice little grab there. See, I can still lay down the damage, even against the Stitches, who's definitely one of the tankiest champions in Heroes. And just look at that. Just normally I would only could get one Frostbolt off to kill that Sonya, but I got 2 off because of that passive. Yes, it does drain my mana quite quickly, but if you're preservative with it and don't use it sillily, nice little pickup by the Malfurion. I'm gonna help auto attack this chest down here. And for this, obviously Snow Crash just adds the additional wave. But I have definitely been thinking, is that talent even worth lately? The reason why I asked that is because most of the time that getting that 3rd hit in is pretty rare to get that 3rd hit in. Yes, it's useful in, say, the big team fights when they're all grouped up. And that extra slow does definitely help. Like the additional slow. But I just had an idea in my head. I might do it in another video of sorts later. So, I do not want to be hit by the tower. We're going to do a really big push right here. First priority is to keep... What's this? Most of those are dead by the second... the minions there were dead by the second wave. Yes, it does extra damage onto the tower, on the keep, which is nice. But we kind of had it anyway, if that makes sense of what we're saying. Looks like we're going to go for the win here. Looks like the base race, so we're going to go all out of here. Yeah, we definitely won that base race. So in a base race, you want to pop everything there. Like, just absolutely everything. I hope you get the idea of what this build's trying to achieve. And, whoop. I wish I could have shown you damage done then. As you can see, I am level 8. Jaina Proudmore. Just shows you how much I play her. And I just hit level 32. And let's see, 14 takedowns, 0 deaths, and 18 mechanics. So overall, our team played very, very well. We haven't had a single death on our team, I don't think. We just played super, super well, like since the start. I don't think. Look, they did not get a single kill. That's just kind of sad. So anyway, that is my Jaina Proudmore build. I hope you guys find that enjoyable. If you have any thoughts on that build or selection of talents, please let me know what you think about it. And don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. And as I said, this is just the starting of something. I have no idea what we could do with this, but I'll definitely